Firstly, I'd like to thank all of you that presented. I'm absolutely blown away by not only some of the actual prototypes and solutions that you've presented, but the level of engagement within each cohort and across cohorts, inspiring examples of what you've done in terms of not only developing your circular economy understanding, and a lot of you today have somewhat been critical of yourselves for that understanding, but in terms of the wider economy and businesses generally, as Owen pointed out to me at lunch, you are exemplars and you are the innovators. And Wales needs you, in fact the world needs you. And as Derek pointed out to me when I dragged him off for an interview earlier, he would like to develop an image of future generations as an adult handing a planet to a child. And you are contributing to that ability for us to hand on a planet that is livable, I suppose, to our children. So thank you very much for presenting today. Thank you very much for working with us. And I'm incredibly proud and pleased of what you've achieved. And I hope you can join me briefly in thanking the CEIC team. Lane, Laura, Reese, they're all trying to hide behind the pillar now. Tony, who reminds me he loves coming here because he always leaves with 3 points. He's a Sunderland fan, so forgive him. Jill, Katie, Rachel, and Eleanor, who's been sat down over there with one of my favourite flags, actually. Not that I'm bitter about Brexit. And the team from Gennaro, who have made the AV possible. All of the stands, but particularly if you could join me with a round of applause for the CEIC team, I'd be really grateful. And Andrew was included in that clap, who has taken one from the team today and done the online moderating. So we do have tea and coffee available, but I'd like to open the floor for any thoughts or comments or requests that any of you would, or questions that any of you would like to ask. This is a little bit unscripted because I saw, as Tony did earlier, the energy in the room dive a little bit, so we thought we'd move the last session forward a bit.
Thank you. This is the first time I've been involved in this community, so it's great to see all the great work that you guys are doing and exactly aligning with sort of my own goals and the goals for who I represent. We've got here on the stands, supported by European Social Fund, again mentioning Brexit. But what's the plan going forward for funding?
At the moment, we got funding for 2 cohorts in the autumn, one in Swansea Bay, one in the Cardiff Capital region, and we're trying very hard to get more funding on board to continue working with much more groups across the next couple of years. So I'm very much hoping that those applications, bids, are successful. On the sheet on the table, there is a QR code which will take you to our register interest page. So if you want to come back, please do. If you want to pass that to contacts, colleagues, or anyone else, please do. If you'd like to write anyone that's got a large pot of funding, please do. I've got a question there at the back. Okay, so apologies for that. If you go to our website, we will get that fixed, so keep that thing. There is a contact us button on there. And I think there's another button, let's talk or something. But if you fill out the contact information and just say, send me info on participation or engaging will do that.
Hi, Gary. It was just a comment as much as anything coming from a personal perspective. Katie, Jill, yourself, really that I came into this process not knowing anything about circular economy, like a lot of people here have said, and through CEIC has really enabled me to go away and reevaluate what I want to do, and now enables me to be part of something in delivering deposit return scheme in Wales that really is about the circular economy and implementing refill in Wales, working with Welsh Government. And it's just, if I hadn't come to CEIC, I don't think I'd have done that and had the confidence to do that. So just speaking from a personal perspective, you asked for comments. My personal comment is thank you to everyone who made that possible and wouldn't have been able to do it without it. So thank you.
Thank you. The more shoulders we get to the wheel, the quicker we'll get up the hill. And Owen's got a great slide with a guy riding a bike with square wheels, and that always sticks with me. But thank you for engaging, and yeah, please do share and continue. I've just noticed that Louise has slipped in at the back there, so thanks to Louise Dixie, who was part of the project until a few months ago. So Louise also contributed and has made an impact on the project, so thank you, Louise. Thanks very much.